crazy work. That's what you do on the playground. That's what you do when you don't have control. You stomp your feet and you scream and you try to go to the lowest point you can. Au gratin, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. She sharpened my intuition. Thank you, Carl. She sharpened it. It was so good already, but now it's really good. Yeah, I mean, it truly is, Annie. Because who in life would want to talk to her? Just be honest, I'm not trying to be extra mean. Who would be beating on her door trying to talk to her? If she made a video of her own about anything that wasn't to do with me, right? Just one day, do you think people would watch? No. I'm going to tell you many reasons why, not right now, but no. And that's not me being cocky. That's me being on social media for 15 years. I know how this works. I know who has it and who doesn't. That's a not has it. That's a not has it. And a lot of people, like somebody else that talks about me constantly on their stream, they are ugly on the outside and inside. And they would never get a following if they didn't talk about something else besides them. It has to always be somebody else because it can never be you. It could never be you. You know? So I kind of get how it works, but I think it's going to go right back to these people, and it's going to be funny because I'm just going to be trucking along in life, and then they're going to go down with the shit. Damn. Try to tell you. Chelsea, I mean, the only thing she showed in the chat was that she was obsessed and crazy. She showed people this. She showed people this. I'm going to spaz out when you go to Tommy's house. What kind of friend do you have? And you're grown. And they spaz out on you when you go somewhere. It started in the beginning. When I first started going to his house and I wouldn't get on the phone with her in the morning. I wouldn't answer a FaceTime. I wouldn't call her. I wasn't on the phone the same way. Tommy watched this shit happen in front of him, and he said to me, "Is she bisexual too?" And I go, "No." I was like, "I've never gotten that fucking feeling." I was like, "She's never said something like that." I was like, "Why?" And he goes, "That girl's obsessed with you." I thought, oh no, she's not. You're just a little insecure, or you're not used to somebody like being on the phone or whatever, you know? And I wasn't on the phone that much, but when I was, what he was actually seeing and feeling was his own intuition that that girl is bad news. And then how do you tell the person you're dating, hey, don't ever talk to that person again, or let me tell you how bad this feeling is I have, or sometimes it won't come out right and the person won't receive it. So, you know, it's overkill. Chelsea, I swear, I put it on my life. Lyric's goal is to try to get me to commit suicide. Lyric tells people all the time, go kill yourself, go kill yourself. I hope you die. I knew her, okay? I would be on FaceTime. She would share what she was texting men and exes. She would share these things. That came out of her mouth all the time. She has no regard for your life. She does not care. Because I don't think she cares about her own. Happy people don't do these things. Happy people don't go this crazy with something. Happy, busy mothers who are busy mothering and working, if that's the storyline, don't have the time, the need, or the necessity to do these things to these extents. What is the gain for her? Think about it. What's the gain besides major attention? What is the gain? She's not restoring her reputation. In what way is the world saying, Lyric, you are the best person I've ever met. You have integrity. You have care and concern. You are a sweet, nice person. In what way is she restoring herself? In what way? She's showing the nastiest side of herself, which is what I experienced, which is why I stepped back. I started pulling away from Lyric, and the result was this, but in real life. Until then, we went to the internet with it. When I pulled back as a friend, this is what I got. I had no choice. No matter how I cut her off, this was going to happen. It was. Well, then you haven't watched me enough, Angela, and if you don't like me, you never will. That's my advice for you. I have been happy many times, many hours, many days on live. I make people laugh all the time. I don't think it's when I'm crying they're laughing like that. I make people in real life and on the internet laugh all the time. So, next. Next. Okay, Chelsea. Chelsea, say it. Chelsea, say it. How do you have a 3-year-old? He's not potty trained. He can't talk properly. He has no issues like that. She doesn't do anything with him at all. He just exists in the house. If you are on the phone actively typing and paying attention to a live, if you are talking to somebody on a live, whether on video, whether the typing, and I'm talking about actively engaged and for a long period of time, where is he and what's he doing? In front of the TV with a tablet. Sit the fuck down. I already told you, sit the fuck down and watch TV. I swear to God, you better sit the fuck down or I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. Damn. Barbie, here's the thing. I do think there are exceptions to why it takes some children longer to potty train. Any type of special needs, sensory issues, like, okay, there's actually issues. Does that make sense? 2 of my 4 kids were diagnosed with special needs, but they're so drastically different of special needs. One is intellectual, one is more sensory. Okay? It's like very hard to explain unless you understand it, but just try to hear me out. Thank you. There's reasons why. But the main reason is the parent is not teaching the child. That is the main reason across the board. The parent's not teaching the child, not working with the child, not actively trying. Carl, and that's why I told her in conversations in the friendship, I've never called CPS on somebody and I never will. I would do anything and everything around that if I ever felt like that needed to be done, but I would never call CPS on somebody. I would never. I still wouldn't on her. That to me is not a get back. That's a karma. Whatever you do to somebody, You have now asked for it to be done to you. And when you do ill things that aren't warranted, they're those extra, you're lying, you're manipulating, there's something behind it, and it's not the good intention of what you're doing, you fucked yourself. That's not my goal. That's not my goal to do that. To create that mess for somebody else or me. That is not my goal. We can talk shit without calling people. We can talk shit without calling people. We can talk shit without bringing in a brigade of people to defend us. Like, we could have left it in the chat. She couldn't leave it in the chat. So now it is where it is. And I honestly think she has created one hell of a mess for herself. One hell of a mess. If I was her boss and I saw how much time and what she was doing on the internet while you work for me, I would wonder how you're working for me. I would wonder what you're doing when you're supposed to be clocked in working for me. Why are you, with your full name on the internet, doing that and you work for my company? How can I trust you as an employer if this is what you do to your own friends? If this is what you do when your feelings get hurt? If this is what you do when you want attention? Why wouldn't you then do that to my business? Why wouldn't you tarnish my business if I fire you or if I upset you? Why wouldn't I be next because she didn't think she was next? Why would I be exempt as the employer? That's what I would think. I don't work a regular job. I work an unconventional job. So my reputation is this way on purpose, bitch. It's on purpose, bitch. But if you work for me, how do you have the time to do that? And you're showing me your character. If I saw that, I wouldn't have hired you. And so now when she goes to get another job in life and they Google her name because she chose to put her full name on the internet. I never did that. She chose to put her full name. Now what she has done is when people Google her name, all of this shit is going to come up. So my point is, she was hoping that she could tarnish the fuck out of me and put me all over the internet like that, right? But now she's the one with her name all over the internet on the same exact platforms. Not a smart move. Not a smart move. Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. That's what I try to tell people. That's what I try to tell people. Be careful. She did it to herself. You see what I'm saying? She shot herself in the foot. When she goes to buy a property, which she'll never do, when she goes to rent something, when she goes to apply for a job, when she makes new friends in the future that I don't know if she'll make, but anybody that ever Googles her is now going to see all of this. And they're not going to think, what a wonderful person you are. You just seem so sweet and reliable and honest and dependable, and they are not going to think that. That's crazy funny to me. That's crazy funny to me. You fucked up so bad. You fucked up so bad, bro. You tried to come after me and you ruined your own name. And it started with the Reddit obsession. I told her stop going to Reddit. I kept telling her, you should stop going to that. Don't go to that. It's not good for your mental health. It's not good for your mental health. And look at what happened. Look at where we're at to this second. You think her mental health is good? Do you think that she's sleeping good every night? Do you think that she's waking up happy? I've been in this cycle before, and it's horrible even if you're getting attention. Attention doesn't actually equal happiness. Right now, she's on an emotional roller coaster. She's on a high and a low. She's on a high and a low. I know it. I've lived this way before. I know exactly what's happening. She's dreaming of you. She got the fame she wanted. Yeah, see what happens? See what happens when you play with the big dogs? You get bit. See what happens when you think you're big and bad? You get bit. Art, I agree. But I also think when you think you are bigger and badder than somebody else, you might get humbled while you think you're doing the humbling. You might get humbled while you think you're doing the humbling. You might. To get slowed down, somebody might put the brakes on you. All things. Damn, you're in my head. Because she can say what she wants, but once that child has to go to school, it's going to show what the issues are. They're going to ask him questions. He's going to talk. She won't be able to stop him from talking at school to adults. And she will try to deflect. Okay. You want some coffee?
Oh, I'd love some.
Okay. Hold on. I'm going to hide you. Do you want a cup of black coffee? Jesus Christ.